It's right around 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday, December 19th. And starting yesterday morning at around 9:30, when I tried to take a shower, the water that comes out of this tap and out of my shower head started stinking intensely like sewage. It wasn't constant. It was every like 2 minutes or something. I kept having to step out of the shower and try to rinse my face in the tap of my sink in my bathroom and of this tap right here, because all of the taps, except for the one in my sink in my bathroom, stink like sewage. The water from Boston should smell like chlorine a little bit. It should not stink like sewage to the point where you can actually smell it when you're using scented shampoo and conditioner and soap. So when you're using scented shampoo, conditioner, and soap, and rinsing yourself suddenly causes this, I mean, not rinsing, but using the water from the shower smells like sewage, then you've got a problem. The sewage smell comes from the tap. It doesn't come from my shampoo or my conditioner, or my soap or my lotion. It also doesn't come from me, because people, unless they've been sleeping like in an open sewer, don't smell like sewage either. I shower every day when I have to go to work. So me rinsing myself under the shower should not suddenly cause the water to smell like raw sewage that comes out of a toilet, like a 2-day-old backed up toilet. So right now I'm just running the water because it stinks. It literally smells like disgusting sewage from a 2-day-old backed up toilet. And I keep saying there's someone smoking and burning intense marijuana fumes somewhere in the area behind this wall, and the fumes do not come from the hallway or from the front stairwell. So there's someone doing something in the area that's behind this wall, which is a permanently vacant, empty unit with its own private bathroom. The pipes to my shower, to this tap, and to my bathroom sink are located in the wall that is located behind my shower stall that shares part of the wall with Unit 78. Unit 78 has been deliberately kept vacant and empty by the Greenville Group since sometime in fall of 2022, which is now 14 or 15 months ago. But they continue to permit the former resident, a registered sex offender, a reported psychopath and evident cybercriminal who, quote, specializes in surveillance, named Jasmine Irizarry, to access the premises of her former unit and to engage in the same exact pattern of stalking, harassment, apparent water tampering. I mean, it's not science fiction to tamper with someone's water. And she's been doing this at least since 2019, if not earlier. I started reporting stinking, foul-smelling tap water to the Greenville Group in June and July of 2019, which is when a lot of construction work was being done against the pipes of this sink from the inside of the bathroom of Unit 78. There was a lot of banging and pounding, hours worth of sawing and hammering. I was wondering what the hell they were doing to the pipes of my tap. Also, the water from my shower stinks. So it's the same exact water line, I'm assuming, that connects this tap to the tap in my bathroom and to my shower head. It's the same supply of water. If you want to contaminate somebody's water, all you need to do is use a very simple, easily purchased device called a saddle valve that you can buy at any hardware store. All you need to do is access the pipe to their tap or to their shower or to their sink and puncture that pipe with the saddle valve. Again, you can get it at any hardware store. And then you can connect the saddle valve with a hose to any container or bucket of any kind of contaminant that you want. And that's evidently what is happening here. The unit behind this wall has been permanently vacant and empty for over a year now. The former resident is basically a career criminal who seems to have quite an amazing array of criminal abilities under her belt, including picking locks, including breaking and entering and contaminating people's food without making a huge mess. I mean, I'm assuming she uses some type of syringe or little tiny pokey device that you can use to puncture the plastic coverings of sealed food items. That's not science fiction either. It keeps happening. And I keep getting sick from eating yogurt from sealed containers or granola bars or fruit snacks that are all sealed, individually wrapped, right? You think that's safe? Not if you live in this building and you're dealing with this homicidal psychopath and career criminal named Jasmine Irizarry. According to the Greenville Group and multiple reports, she specializes in surveillance. So she knows exactly what I have in this unit, when I'm in here, when I'm not in here, and then she can pick the lock and get in. That's not science fiction either. Oh my God. So now I'm getting hit with this wall of marijuana coming straight through this wall right here, like this just giant blast. And it's also coming from here. So, I mean, I'm onto something. That's her prison code response to what I'm talking about right now. She also hacks into electronics, obviously. And I've made dozens of videos about how reporting her nefarious activities to Greenville, to their attorney, to the police, to housing court. The emails get corrupted. They don't get delivered. They get deleted mysteriously. Documents get corrupted. They get deleted. They don't get attached. Things like that. There's a lot of electronic interference with my attempts to report her activities on these devices, my 2 cell phones. Right? I have 2 smartphones now with 2 different carriers, 2 different phone numbers, completely unrelated, because they've both been hacked. And when one doesn't work, I pick up the other one to hope that it can work, but she's hacked into both of them. So there's 2 different devices with the exact same types of blockages and electronic interference occurring on both of them at the same time. That's not possible if you're dealing with 2 different cell phone carriers, 2 different cell phone providers, 2 different operating systems, 2 different types of devices, right? So now I have to call the Greenville Group because the water from this tap and from my shower has been stinking like a 5-day-old backed up toilet since yesterday. Yeah, I forgot to mention that the water from the bathroom taps down the hall in the common bathrooms does not smell like anything at all. It smells maybe a little bit like chlorine. So that is normal, uncontaminated water coming out of the bathroom taps of the common bathrooms down the hall. And that's where I have to go to get clean drinking water, to rinse my toothbrush, to brush my teeth, to do anything where I actually have to put that water in my mouth. I cannot use the water from my own shower, from my own tap, from my own kitchen sink to do anything with, because it smells absolutely nasty. And again, it's intermittent. So it's not continuous. If it was continuous, then it would be a problem with the Boston water supply, right? Because it comes up from the street. But it's intermittent. So that means that somebody is literally, evidently pumping some kind of foul-smelling substance into my water as I try to use it. And when I run the water, the smell stops. So it's intermittent. It's not constant, meaning, again, there's probably the use of a very simple device called a saddle valve that you can get at any hardware store. It's not science fiction. They retail for about $15, $20 at the most. And if you have access to a pipe, you just puncture that pipe with the saddle valve. And the saddle valve allows you to place a nozzle or a hose onto it where you can pump whatever you want into the pipe you just punctured with it. This is not science fiction. It is basic water 101, really. It's used in third world countries to purify water from rivers and lakes that doesn't have access to a water processing plant. So that's how people clean their water. They usually, pump bleach into their water, not contaminants. But here you've got the reverse happening. So I have to call Greenville and tell them I can't use the water from my taps right now. I need to take a shower and go to work. And yesterday, my towels smelled like the sewage smell from the water because that water was on my skin. It's disgusting.
For rentals, press 1. For maintenance, press 2. If you're interested in selling a property, press 3. For the office directory, press 4 or press 0 for the front desk.
Thank you for calling the Greenville Group. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report that the water from my kitchen sink and from my shower head have been stinking like a 5-day-old backed up toilet for the last day and a half, and I can't use that water for showering or for brushing my teeth or any kind of activity where I have to ingest it or put it in my eyes. Is there a reason why the water from my tap and my shower smell really bad, but the water from the common bathrooms down the hall smell perfectly fine?
I do not know. I will put in a work order and have maintenance check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I've sent like a dozen emails about this topic in the last few weeks and months. It's something that keeps happening. The smell is intermittent, so it occurs every 5-8 minutes, but it's really bad. And now my towels smell nasty because I tried to shower in that water yesterday, and that water was on my skin, and the smell is absolutely disgusting.
Okay, I will. As I said, I will put in a work order and speak to maintenance.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, well, we'll see if that makes a difference. I mean, I'm a scientist. I'm open to any and all possible solutions and any and all possible explanations. But when Peter Casparello was the maintenance manager of this building in 2019, and I explained to him that the water suddenly started smelling really nasty, and there had been a ton of construction being done against the pipes to my bathroom from the bathroom 78. That was in June of 2019. He said, I'm not aware of that work. It wasn't done under my authorization. And then I said, well, why does my water suddenly smell bad and make me sick? He said, his exact words were, well, there's devices called saddle valves, and you can easily puncture a pipe with a saddle valve. You can get it at any hardware store. I've actually Googled that, and it's true. You can get them at Ace Hardware on Main Street. So this is not science fiction, folks. And right now, I cannot use the water from my tap or my shower head. It smells nasty. Intermittently, every few minutes, that means that somebody is, again, pumping something into it, and it's not coming up continuously from the street, the main water pipe from the street, which is Boston Water. This is something that is occurring internally to this building and internally to my bathroom. Not even this building, but just to my bathroom. Because again, going down the hall to the common bathrooms and using the water from those taps, perfectly fine, clean, healthy water. I can actually drink it straight out of the tap. This water smells like a 5-day-old backed up toilet. It's nasty, disgusting, and somebody is causing that to happen.